Rams and the New England Patriots, taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And the Patriots, Charles, what more can you say? Last year, Tom Brady moves on, wins the Super Bowl in Tampa. The Patriots struggle home to a 7-9 finish, and everyone says, this is it. Dynasty's finally over. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now make their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I think you have to just applaud what this organization has done, whether you like them or not, because you hit on it in a big way. Most of us assumed that run was over, but they've retooled, brought in some extra players, changed a few of their philosophies, and here they are again, competing for another Super Bowl crown.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time, but only put up 3 points in that game. And they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
First down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through...
Touchdown, Patriots! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
second down, they'll go with Akers again. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For that play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Harris. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jones now on first down, buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 26 yards, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shoves him aside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The return is Olszewski. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got the connection here to Bourne. Not much there, only a yard. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, a brief... Ready to go for the 2nd half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a one-yard gain up to the 26. Still 9 remaining on second down. Off the play fake. Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is born.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the L.A. offense. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
2nd and 10 here in the third quarter of Super Bowl 56. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Stafford. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play. And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, here's a run by Akers. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, and it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Now it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Don't with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or 2 short of the crossbar. I think they knew that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win. don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in the walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They wanted that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.